Groudon and Kyogre, the two legendary Pokemon that are featured within Ruby and Sapphire, are both available to the player in Pokémon Emerald. However, it's kind of interesting how you are able to obtain them, as it is a bit random. You actually don't know which one you get, but I'm going to show you the process on how you can trigger the event to get at least one, and then how to try and get the other. Now, interestingly enough, if you go to Fortree City and you head over towards this location, the Weather Institute, there's a gentleman on the second floor that you can talk to who will tell you a little bit of information that'll let you know whether or not you're about to encounter Kyogre or Groudon. Now, here's the thing. You can only encounter one of them at a time, and you don't actually know which one that you encounter until you speak to this guy based on what he tells you. He'll end up telling you about some unique weather pattern that's happening and where you can find it, and that is where you can go to find either Kyogre or Groudon. Now, I was testing this earlier just to make sure that I had a decent flow of what to talk about, and for me, the first time that I spoke to this guy on the second floor, he said there were some crazy weather patterns, rain in particular, happening over on Route 25. Now, if you take a look at the map, let's go ahead and look at that now just for an example before we continue. Route 125 is the kind of watery area right here. Okay, so if you go to Moss Deep and you go north, this water patch, the only way that you can run into Kyogre, because obviously it was in the water and it was raining, so that told me it was Kyogre, is that you have to kind of surf around a little bit until you find a dark patch of water, and then you have to have a Pokemon that knows Dive that can dive into it. You go into water, you find a cave opening, and then it brings you into Marine Cave. Now here's the unique part. The caves specifically related to the Pokemon, Marine Cave for Kyogre and Terra Cave for Groudon, they disappear after a while. So you have to be quick. I don't know exactly what the timer is or if it's related to steps, it's one or the other, but if you're not quick after speaking to this weather guy and you go there and you don't find what you're looking for, the cave entrance to one of these two, for one of these two Pokemon, it'll disappear. And then you have to go back and talk to him and he'll let you know about how the weather forecast changed. Now, because he tells you specifically about a water pattern or something related to Groudon or Kyogre, either or, you can only encounter one at a time. I can't say speak to him once and then speak to him a second time, and then now I know where both locations are. You don't have enough time to do that. So the point is, you talk to him, he gives you a clue to let you know which one you're about to encounter. You fly over to the location that he tells you is having some weird weather pattern, you search for the cave entrance, and then you go in. So anyways, let's back out and let's see which one we talk to. So he says, I track weather patterns all over the Hoenn region. Presently, heavy rainfall has been recorded over Route 105. So I just showed you just now that Route 125 is where I could go to get Kyogre this time, or the previous time. This time it's Route 105. So if we go to Hoenn map, and let's take a look and see. I don't actually remember exactly where the routes are, so let's go ahead and take a look. Route 109, Route 134. Let's see, I'm really bad with the map. 105, so right in this area. So we need to go to Petalburg City and surf along this path right here. Find a dark patch of water. It's not guaranteed to be just any random one. It has to be the right one. And then we have to search for them. So this is one of those videos where I'm giving you instructions based on how to do this, but it's not going to be a fluid, seamless instructional video. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't actually know where this location is. It could be anywhere. So, actually, I gotta get out of this building first. And I have to be quick. I don't have a lot of time. So we're gonna go ahead and go as quickly as we can at a walking pace, because Brendan, our player character, does not like to run indoors. He's too polite for that. We're just gonna casually stroll all the way down. Okay. Alright, so we know we're looking for Kyogre this time, obviously. So we're gonna go to Pokemon. I'm gonna use my Flygon, and we're gonna fly, and we're gonna go to Petalburg. And I'm hoping that'll get me close enough to the water to where I can just surf in there and then search around and try and find Kyogre. Okay, I like to run. I don't really use the bike much. Does that make me crazy? I think we have to go even further west. I'm really hoping that I've beat all these trainers so we're not distracted by them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go straight down. Alright, I've got my Kingdra with me here. Crap, I don't know if I've actually beaten all these trainers. Alright, so we're going to go straight down, one over, and keep going. So now we just have to look around. Oh, also, because of wild Pokemon in the water, typically Tentacle and Wingull, you're going to want to use some repels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Let me pop a repel so we can get through this kind of quickly. Yep, it's raining. Also, while you're swimming around in the rain, you're going to hear Kyogre's cries, and you're going to see some flashes of kind of like different colors in the rain here. Like, see how extreme that is? That lets you know that you're in a relatively close spot. Alright, so let's go to my items. Let's see, am I down? Energy Powder, Protein, Thunderstone, Hearts, Max Repel. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we should avoid any interruptions there. Nope, that's a rock. I just want to be careful of running into any of these trainers. so we don't waste any time there. I'm not seeing any blue patches of water. Sand there. Right here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is it. See deep here. A Pokemon may be able to go underwater. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I forgot. I was testing something and I didn't teach him dive yet. Oh boy. Okay, let's go to my bag. Let's go to HMs and TMs. Oops. And we're going to go down, and I got to teach him dive. Now, unfortunately, I have to get rid of a move called Water Pulse from Kingler, which I do like, but the power and the accuracy for this is the same. It's just the power points are different. They're both 1600. Okay, we'll dive down. We're going to take a look around in the water and see what we can come up with. Now, if you are looking to encounter these guys, you need to keep in mind that you need to have a bunch of Ultra Balls on you and any potential status changing abilities as well. Okay, so we go in here, and I should be able to swim right up to the top. Go all the way here. All right, let me just find the sweet spot so I can go up. Come on. I ran into this issue before. I couldn't just go right up. There we go. Got it. Probably hitting the wrong button. Okay, so we go straight up, and we're now in Marine Caves, so we should be safe to take our sweet time. Alright, so we're just going to walk around. I don't know if there's any like complex puzzles that we'll have to deal with. It should be fairly straightforward, but we're just going to walk through, and we're going to find Kyogre. He should be right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save it right here. I suggest that you save it just a little distance away from Kyogre so you don't accidentally like trigger the interaction. Okay, because once you get here, so I didn't hit A or anything. As soon as you line up with Kyogre, he comes to you, and Groudon is the same way. So you want to make sure that you save prior and then interact with them. Cool. So they're also at level 70 as well, so keep that in mind. Your Pokemon will need to be strong to take this on, and as I mentioned before, or if I didn't, I just want to reiterate that you have to make sure that you beat the Elite Four before you can encounter these two. You have to go through the primary campaign of the game, and then you can talk to the guy at the Weather Institute, and then he'll give you the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my bag, and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and toss a Master Ball on him real fast, because that'll just be much more efficient. There we go. And then we got ourselves Kyogre. So after this, I'm going to go right back, and I'm going to talk to him and see if I can track down Groudon, but that'll be in the next video. Alright, Kyogre was caught. He's sent to my box. Probably should have kept an open slot so we could look at his abilities, but I really care more about the Pokedex than anything else. So, number 382, Sea Basin Pokemon. Kyogre has appeared in mythology as a creator of the sea. After long years of feuding with Groudon, it took to sleep at the bottom of the sea. Level 50, there we go. Nope. Alright, cool. So now he was transferred to the box and we're all set. So that's how you get one of the Pokemon. Okay, so for this one, obviously, it is Kyogre. Now, if you're looking to speak to the Weather Institute guy and he says Route 105, it's not 100% guaranteed that he's going to be right in this spot, I don't think. But keep in mind that just because he said 105 for me does not mean it's going to be 105 for you. It could be any body of water. So, let's reiterate. Go to Fortree. Go to the west. I might have said east earlier. Go to the west. Go to the Weather Institute. Go to the second floor, talk to the guy, listen to his hint, and then head over there and be prepared for whatever moveset you need to get to that location. In this case, a Pokemon that knows Surf and a Pokemon that knows Dive. Have a ton of Ultra Balls as well. He's at level 70, so have strong Pokemon to take him on. And make sure that you save prior to interacting with him. I should say, let me be clear. Before you line up with him, I'd say maybe right at this ledge. Save it no further than this in case you accidentally step too close. And then without hitting any buttons, Kyogre will interact with you. So, Marine Cave as well should be the same layout for every time that you go into it. So, if it's at Route 105, it's at Route 125, it doesn't matter. The cave itself, the layout should be the same. So, keep that in mind, okay? Have tons of Ultra Balls and be ready for a fight. If you don't have a Master Ball handy, you may have used it on Rayquaza earlier because you can catch him before you can catch these two. So, anyway, hope that was helpful. I hope there was some useful information there. If I said anything incorrectly, I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments section. If you have any questions, let me know as well. I'll be able to address those for you. But hopefully this taught you a little bit on how you can catch these two legendary Pokemon. I will show you tomorrow how we're going to go about catching Groudon as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow when we continue our Pokemon Emerald playthrough, catching the legendaries. And that one will be Groudon. So, take care. I'll see you later.